I just painted the inside, and I just realized I should have sealed it as well, because whatever I put inside is going to, might destroy the outside. The water, that is. Okay, so I've got, I don't know what size this is, but I painted, I just did a line so that I don't go below that line when I paint. And we're going to start off by using, we're going to be using Posh Chalk Metallics. And I'm going to start with painting the base because I don't like wasting my paints. So I'm going to use, hey Desiree. Yeah, I'm going to seal the inside, yes. But oops, wrong color. Oops. How could I have put the wrong color? Well, you know what? We'll just go with it. That wasn't the color I wanted, but that's the color we got. So let me get a big paintbrush. And I'm just going to use this. This is, I wanted black, but I don't have black. Well, I didn't pour black, so I don't want to waste it. So let's see what happens with this one. This is, what's it called? Liquid Pixie Dust Metallic Paint. It's called Blue Diamond. It is a pretty color. I wanted to do black, but I poured the wrong color. I'm not colorblind yet, but so I'm just going to paint it. I'm going to go over it with black carbon. We might get a new look. I could have thrown away and wasted the Blue Diamond, but I'm beginning to take more risks. Oh, and actually, guess what? I should have applied the WoodUBend first. Well, that's what happens when you don't do lives over the weekend. You forget your notes. No, I'm not wasting it. I'm going to use it, but I am going to go over it. It's not really covering the terracotta very well, though. I'm surprised. I think the black would have. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to be putting some WoodUBend. And I picked out some things that I'm going to be reusing. Some things that we used earlier on other projects that I've taken apart. Because you know you can use WoodUBend over and over again. It's very easy to remove from whatever project you're working on with just some heat. It is, and when Betty comes on, maybe she'll put the link for where I got this. Only she has the link. I don't have it. Desiree, how are you? Are you babysitting today? Is Tegan with you? Okay, I've got half the paint on my hand, but that's okay. And let me move that away. Look at that. Hey Laura, how are you? That was an accidental color. I was going to do black, but it didn't quite work out. So I have it here. I'm just, I I'm going to be using, I think carbon black, because I don't have the same color in WoodUBend. So let me just clean my brush off, put it in water, because we are going to be reusing it. Okay, now I brought out some of my broken WoodUBends. And I have this one and this one. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Actually, let me just... Oh, you did? Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks so much, Desiree. You're my amazing admin. What would I do without you? Okay, so I thought of using this around here or this. Well, this one is a bit too wide, so let's just go with this one. So I'm going to heat it up. Hopefully I've got enough. To go around, and we're going to be painting it. I did pull out a whole bunch of colors, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using. Desiree, have I told you lately how amazing you are? You really are. I'm so lucky to have you as my admin. That's right. She needs lots of hearts. She's really incredibly amazing. Besides being so talented with foils. Now, what did I... okay. I need some glue. Yeah, we're friends. So for WoodUBend, you know that you always need to use good wood glue. I don't know if this is going to come down or if I'm going to need something to remove it. I ordered new bottles of WoodUBend, but I'm not going to start using them till I finish with this. We need a paintbrush. I can use a yucky one. So you can see how the WoodUBend bends. And if you haven't tried it, you should. I'm doing a special $30 bundle right now. Well, it's a mystery box. You get $30 worth of WoodUBend. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, and thank you for reminding me, Laura. If you all wouldn't mind sharing, that would be great. I really would appreciate it. I haven't painted it. I haven't painted this trim. I don't want to break it, but you can paint it before or after you apply it. I'm going to do it after. Just want to make sure I'm still in the picture. And you can apply it to the wood or you can apply it to the rim. I'm going to do the rim and heat it up. Because it's gotten cold. Oh, thank you, Gwendolyn. I really appreciate that. They can message me or they can post in here if they're interested, Desiree. I am going to put it on my Shopify account. And let me move this closer. And start applying it. Oops, and I broke, but no big deal if it breaks. I'll show you how to repair it. Let me just add this. You're not seeing, right? You're not seeing. Let's just remove this and put this. Over here. And I'm applying it to just below the rim. And I broke it. And I'm glad it broke. Thank you. Hi Dolores, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. We're doing a spring project. Now you'll get some excess glue, and if that's the case, it's very easy to remove. You can either remove it with a brush and some water, or a Q-tip, or if you don't mind the texture, you can leave it. Now you can see, because my WoodUBend was cold, it broke as I was putting it on. So that's no big problem, because all I'm going to do is add a little bit of WoodUBend here and a little bit here and warm it up. And just join it together. And I will show you the results. In just 1 second. Oops. Now, if you were doing it not on the pot, what you can also do is turn it over and sand the bottom so that they're both equal. Oops, I did it again. Okay, I need to apply some more glue. It's dried off. I'm just adding some more glue. And make sure you cover everything with glue. So I'm going to heat it up again. And I'll clean it up in a little bit. Well, that's great, Dolores. I'm glad you're doing great. Or fine. I'm just going to measure how much I need. And with a pair of scissors, it's very easy to cut. And we'll adjust it in a minute. If you're joining us late, please sprinkle. That would be really kind, as I'm trying to grow my business. And it's going to be easier for me to apply it on on the pot and clean it up. And I put a bit too much glue, but it's better to put too much than too little. And now I'm just going to glue it, heat it up. Hi Lynn, how are you? Nobody's ever late. I'll show you how to clean it up, guys. I'm just going over it. Make sure that it's really well adhered. I'm just going to add a little bit of water and just remove the excess glue. But if you do want some texture, then you can leave it on and just ignore it. But I'm just showing you how you would remove it. You can also use a toothpick to just get inside some of those areas. I have this tool, I can't remember what it's called, but it works. Anything that works for you is fine. There's nothing that's etched in stones for you to clean up. And these WoodUBends can be painted, stained. I've gold leafed them. I've foiled them. You can drill them just like wood in their cold state. And it takes the same amount of time to heat up as it does to cool down. So the thicker the WoodUBend, the longer it's going to take to heat up. Now, if this was a thicker piece, what I would have done is, more than likely, I would have put the griddle on. But it's not... but you don't have to. You can use a hairdryer. You can use a heat gun. You can use a griddle. Anything that heats up. Now, I don't necessarily care if this is the glue shows or not, but I'm just showing you how to clean it up. How are you, Lynn? Did you have a good weekend? So just a little bit of water. And a paintbrush or a Q-tip. And you can remove whatever you don't need from the glue. Oh, I've messed it up here. Well, I think I might go over it with some black. Oh, we haven't done this bit. This is the most important bit, and that's how to join them together after you cut it. I'm trying to remember where I was when I got this. Because I started cleaning, now I can't stop. How was the weather in upstate New York, Lynn? Okay, so now we have this overlap. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm a messy painter. Now we have this overlap right here. And the best way I found to miter it, or to cut it one on top of the other, is this. All you have to do, is warm up the area. Maddie, are you babysitting too? No, this is a clay pot. Today I'm using a clay pot, but it can be done on plastic as well. I would have primed the plastic if I was using a plastic pot. And where the two overlap, I don't think I warmed this up enough. Hold on. Oh, it's cold and rainy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't heat it up well enough. All you do is cut right through, put one on top of the other, cut right through, remove the original one that you put in, and then glue it back down. Let me just see. Oh no, it had enough glue on it. If you happen to cut it too short, which sometimes I do, then the WoodUBend has about 10% give. So all you have to do is heat it up and push the two pieces together. Oops, I just broke a nail. Okay, well, I can't fix my nail with WoodUBend. That is a shame, but I needed my nails doing, so. Okay, I'm going to add some more WoodUBend. And I painted some that I had used before. So let me get those out. And we're just going to put them around the pot. It's going to be very simple. One here with a flower. Maybe no, just leaves maybe. I think I'll just do leaves. No flowers. Yeah, let me see if I have any more leaves. No, I don't. So I'll just do flowers. I mean leaves. I'm going to add some more glue all over. And I think I need more glue. Now you don't have to apply it with a paintbrush. On the pot I used the liquid pixie dust metallic paint, Blue Diamond. And Desiree's put the link in for that somewhere. She's been great. This is a friend of Betty's. The link is for a friend of Betty's who also is trying to grow her business. So we're here to support all artists. Oh, is Betty on? Oh, Betty, thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Hi, Tonya. How are you? Betty, Desiree was great. She posted the Dixie, the Pixie paint, the paint Pixie earlier. So I'm just going to glue it on now. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate that. And we got some more excess glue, but I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to put another one right, oops, no, let's keep it warm. Let's push it down. And you push it down with your hands. And when the glue leaks out or comes out, it means that you've got a very good bond. This one, I'm just going to heat it up and cut this off because I don't like that. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Let's see? Very easy to cut with one hand even. I'm going to apply the glue again. I just want to make sure that I'm applying the glue, the applique in the right place, because I've got 3 of them. It is a beautiful color. I love that color. And I'm going to put one here and one here. So let's just do that. And heat it up. And just push it down. As long as it's hot, they are awesome. You're very right, Betty. I hope you had a good weekend, Betty. Let me just clean up here. Again, if you didn't want texture, you would take the time to clean it up really well. But I don't really mind the texture, but I'm just showing you how you would do it. You don't need a carpenter, you don't need to do your miters, you don't need this one. All right, I'll do a flower. How about this one? Who's working outside? My yard is not ready for any outside. I only start working in mine when they open the pool, which is going to be, what are we now? Next, in May. So I'm just going to put that in, put some heat on it. Just make sure that you keep pushing it down until it cools. Thank you, Desiree. I get lonely outside in the yard, and then we have so many animals. I get scared. None of my neighbors are outside during the week, but I might start doing lives once the outside is done. Okay, oops. So we remove that. And we have another one that I want to apply. Just making sure that everything is well applied. This one, for some reason, wants to give me some aggravation. And you can always go back and just touch it up with some more heat once you've applied it. So I'm going to add this one. Well, if this one is here and this one is here, this one's going to go here. And again, you put your WoodUBend, I'm putting way too much. Only because these have been used before, and the surface that I'm applying them to is very, very slick. So I want the glue to grab. I would love too to be outside if there was someone with me. I'm just scared. I just am very scared to be outside with wild animals. I'm a city girl. I'm just cleaning just a little bit because I was excessive with my glue on this one. When Camille was home for during COVID, all his meetings were outside. He just loves being outdoors. What kind of deers? We've got foxes. We've got turkeys. We've got those things that smell, the skunks. We've got, you name it, we have it. And I'm not very into, I didn't grow up with, I grew up in the city, so I'm not used to this, even after all this time. There's some glue leaking here. Okay, I'm just going to give them a quick heat to make sure that they're well bonded. And you can see the texture that I left behind here. Just make sure that they're well bonded. Oh yeah, definitely, Betty. Wow, you've got 5 acres. We've got an acre here, and I have a hard time. We left about half of it as woods, instead of grass. Let's do this one. Just quickly, that's all. I don't want to take a chance, Desiree. They can run away if they might be afraid of me, but they and I cannot be in the same place. And then the last one. So this is a great way to use up WoodUBend that you're not that you've taken off another project because you no longer need that project. Okay, let's get rid of the glue. I'm going to bring back my brush and we're going to add a little bit more. And this is, we're going to add a little bit more paint over the areas we just did. Don't forget, this is a curved surface and you can't see wood. I can't see wood doing that. So now I just want to paint one color, even though this wasn't the color I was planning on doing. But I'm glad I did because it's beautiful. And it really did need another coat. But we're going to go over it with some metallic pastes. I was going to make this into a concrete pot, but obviously not with the blue diamond. That's not going to work. So make sure you get into all the areas. Make sure you look at it from all angles because you don't want any of that white showing through. I don't want to put it down because I don't want the paint to mess, I don't want the, to mess up my paint rather. And it is heavy. You're going to have to stipple everywhere to get into the leaves. Yeah, that color is so amazing. I have no regrets over accidentally picking it. But when I painted it on terracotta, you need 2 coats. 1 coat was not sufficient. But 1 coat is enough on the WoodUBend. As you can see, it covers quite well. So now all I have left, oops, let me add some more, is just a little bit of the WoodUBend area. And actually I saw some places here that I missed. And this is my first time using the Paint Pixie on terracotta. And I love the color. The color is just amazing. And you don't really need that much paint to cover it. So just make sure you cover all your WoodUBend. I did not sand down anything, I just went right over it. And don't forget to seal your pot with waterproof sealer before you put your plants in it, because you could damage the outside. I'm just using up the rest of my paint because I don't want it to go to waste. And I did put tape on the inside because I didn't want to go below that line. It might be tough to see. Okay, that can go in. I'm going to leave this to dry. Oops, let me just get you back. Okay. I'm going to leave this to dry because I have learned that the more you rush things, the chances are they're going to fail. And I don't want this. Oh, really? There isn't any specific brandlin. I just use whatever, the one for shoes I'm going to use because that's what I have. Anything that's waterproof, I don't even know if they make a waterproof sealer for clay. Maybe they do. But I'm planning on using the waterproof sealer on the inside because because that's what I have. So right now we just have this that's drying. Let me just pick it up. And I want to make sure that everything dries. I used to rush the project, and I found that things fall apart when I rush them. And I don't want you to think that if you do them as fast as I'm doing them, that they'll work 100% or the way you like them. So I've decided that from now on, I'll do a step at a time. That way you will know that the project will not fail. And if it needs drying, then that's what we're going to do. Because my plan is to stipple this And I'm worried if I stipple over this and it's still not 100% dry, even with the hairdryer, it's going to pull some of the paint off. So tomorrow we'll be stippling another color. We'll be highlighting these. And we should finish it by tomorrow, include sealing it. I might take it out into the garage and seal it now, before I forget. Let me see if there are any questions or comments. Yes, that's the perfect word. It needs to cure. And when you see people doing projects all in 1 hour, just remember that the project may not necessarily hold up to the outside. If this was indoors, I wouldn't care, but it's outside.